Namaste. Hello, everyone. Welcome to ShailGulhatiShivaandmysticism for another episode of Monday with Mahadev. This is the channel on which I speak to you every Monday about something that is connected to Lord Shiva or his wisdom, either a story or a message or a divine revelation or even ordinary day to day things and how they are connected with Lord Shiva. Today, I'm going to talk to you about a general understanding of what is Shaivism. When I do my online internet guidance sessions, I'm often asked, what really is Shaivism? Or if I'm in a social gathering having a conversation and the person knows that I'm associated with studying Shaivism, they ask, what is Shaivism? And here's the problem. When we are asked a very general question like, what is Shaivism, or for that matter, what is God, or what is love, it becomes very difficult to answer because there is a huge tank, a plethora of answers we can choose from. And more often than not, we do not know where to begin. So when I'm asked what really is Shaivism, or Kashmir Shaivism specifically, of which I am a student and I attempt to teach at the same time, I do not know what really to answer. Should I talk of the Trika system, the Trika Shastra? Shiva has a system called Trik Shastra, which is the triad. Trika is three, because Shiva works in triads, like past, present, and future. He works as Shiva, Shakti, and Nara. He works as the Pati, which is Shiva again, Pasa, the noose, or that which ties up, Pasu, the being to the higher being, and things like that. He works in triads like Ichha, Gyan, Kriya, so on and so forth. So this is called Trik Shastra, and Swami Lakshmanju of Kashmir often used to laugh with his foreign disciples, and he used to say, this is the Trika of Shiva, the trick of Shiva, that there appear to be three things, Shiva, his Shakti, and you, but essentially there is only one, and that is Shiva. So should I talk about Trik Shastra when I'm asked about Shaivism? Should I talk about the Siva Sutras, which I do teach, which are the four upayas of Shiva given to his Rishi Vasu? When Vasu asked him, I have met you, but how do I talk to my tribes, my children, my future, on how they should meet you? How should we meditate to meet Shiva? Or should I speak of the Pratyabhigya, which is another great doctrine of Kashmir Shaivism, which means recognition. And its basis is that we do not become divine. We were always divine. We will always be divine. But we have to recognize that. Should I speak of the Spand Karika, Spand, which is the inner movement, the divine vibration, Karika, the happening, the tabling of that? Or should I speak of Vigyan Bhairava, Vigyan, the science, Bhairava of Shiva, the 112 Yogdharanas that Shivji spoke to Parvati Devi when she asked him about divinity? What should I speak about? Or should I speak about the Shiv Puran and talk about some stories of Mahadev and say, well, this is Shaivism and this is what is supposed to be done? Now, strangely, I derive a lot of inspiration from movies and songs. I love my music. I love watching my films. And there is a song from a very old film. I am born in 1962, and this was, I think, in 1963 in a Hindi film called Gumrah, which had Sunil Dutt as the hero. And there was a very beautiful song in this film, which was Chalo ek baar phir se, ajnabee ban jayen hum dono. Come, let us both once more become strangers. Now, this was a beautiful song. It had a lot to do with the theme of the movie, Gumrah. Gumrah means that person who's on a wrong track or who's lost. And surprisingly, this sentence, whenever I hear this song, it reminds me, it gets me a smile on my face, that this is basically Shaivism. Yes, there is Shiva, the creator, there is Shakti, his spouse, his power to create, and they can together create the entire universe with us in it. And they do this many, many times. Hinduism does not believe in one Big Bang theory. It believes in Manvantara, in yugas, in kalpas, that the Big Bangs have been happening again and again and again and will continue to do so. Shiva and Shakti create many universes. And once they create a universe, it is like a play or a film or a drama which has to be seen to its end. And like all Hindi movies we have a sort of tradition mostly in Hindi movies that it all ends well. So all is well that ends well. But after one huge drama of creation ends, and all the characters probably come to stage and get applauded, and all knows that everybody is connected to Mahadev, and then when they all go to their homes, we can think of this theatrically, and Shiva and Shakti look at each other, and now that the universe has all been created, done, understood, they say this to each other: come, let us become strangers to each other once more to create again. So that is a beautiful play. And I often sum this up in many of my writings when people ask, why did God create this universe? I say, God created this universe simply to love and to be loved. So I hope you liked this video, and I hope you understood that Shiva seems to play the game of forgetting himself, looking for himself, and then finding himself out. He likes to play this game of becoming a stranger to his own creative power, to his own spouse, to his own children, and to play the game of hide and seek and finding himself out over and over again. And that is where our role is. We are very much part of this divine play, and we are very much the children of Shiva, and will be always the children of Shiva in his play. Join me again next Monday. I will be back with yet another Shiva wisdom for you. Om Namah Shivaya.